Jamaica, the land of reggae, sun, and cultural vibrancy, is now facing a crisis that threatens its very existence. The surge in organized crime is pushing the country to the brink, and the politicians, some say, seems to be blind, deaf, or totally asleep. Many are wondering. They have turned a blind eye to the issues facing the country for many years and allowed the country to slip into what some are calling total chaos. Gangs operating like criminal empires, a population living in fear, and political leaders scrambling to take control. Some say the gangs are fueled by the same people elected to protect them. Could this be why there are so many guns on that tiny island? Could this be the end of peace in paradise? Stick around for the uncut truth about Jamaica's rising crime crisis. Organized crime in Jamaica isn't just a street-level problem, it's a full-blown epidemic. The FBI have confirmed crime in Jamaica runs deep. The FBI said crime in Jamaica stems from deep corruption and is not just a street-level organization. Gangs, often referred to as criminal terrorists, have infiltrated communities, running extortion rackets and fueling violence. Despite a reported 7.8% drop in murders last year, areas like Kingston and Montego Bay are still plagued by fear. Many Jamaicans are voicing their concerns. They say Dr. Horace Chang, the National Security Minister, is not doing much in an effort to curb crime in the country and is calling for him to step down. Shockingly, Jamaica has one of the highest per capita crime rates in the world, with organized violence now deemed a threat to national stability by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The current structure of our society creates these problems. We need a new algorithm, one of peace, productivity, and prosperity. The political battlefield is just as heated. As Jamaica approaches the 2025 local elections, the ruling Jamaica Labour Party faces mounting criticism. As the Jamaican population feels Prime Minister Andrew Holness has not done enough to address crime, the opposition People's National Party accuses them of being out of touch, failing to address unemployment and economic inequality that fuels crime. Meanwhile, Holness defends his administration's stance, including legislation targeting gang leaders. But is it enough? Is it just lip service? Is it too late for Jamaica? Some claim these laws lack the teeth to dismantle entrenched networks. Others believe the politicians themselves are deeply rooted in the belly of the criminal organizations that is terrorizing the country. A population tired of promises wants real change, not political blame games. Behind the statistics are real lives shattered by violence, mothers burying their children, businesses crippled by extortion, communities living in constant fear. Imagine walking your child to school knowing you might not return safely. That's the daily reality for too many Jamaicans. They don't care about us angry citizens, explains. Every day is like war out here. The government claims to have a plan: increased police presence, tougher penalties for organized crime, and community outreach programs. That same plan has been in effect for years and have not seemed to work. This leaves many to question if the government is afraid to tackle crime, fearing its own members may be implicated. But can these strategies tackle a problem rooted in poverty and systemic inequality? Critics argue it's all smoke and mirrors. This isn't just a Jamaican issue, it's a global one. The world is watching. Will the island find peace, or will crime write its story? The time for change is now. What's your take on Jamaica's fight against organized crime? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that subscribe button. Together, let's bring awareness to the crisis. Don't forget to like and share.